You're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Hi, I'm Omer.
I'm Azalea.
I'm Thaddeus.
I'm Emmy.
I'm Malcolm.
I'm Tulip.
And you're watching KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. Today is Monday, July 27th.
On Monday, June 15th, the first floor in the main branch of the Hamilton County Library, located in downtown Cincinnati, was the first in the county to open since March 13th due to the coronavirus pandemic. Many other branches opened in the following days, the last of which opened on July 20th, which were the Hyde Park, Oakley, Walnut Hills, and Wyoming branch, 35 days after the partial opening of the main branch. Reopening dates for Elmwood Place, Green Hills, Mount Healthy, North Central, and Price Hill are not yet determined. The visits will be limited to no more than 1 hour, and there will be no fees for the remainder of the year. The Board of Trustees voted to waive fees as a means of promoting equity and helping residents save cash during these challenging economic times. The library director, Paula Bremhager, said that physical distancing, limited capacity, wearing masks, and other safety measures will be in place. Drive-through services have been in place for the several weeks, and curbside options will be available. The College Hill branch closed earlier this week due to technical difficulties with the air conditioning system, and it will remain closed until it is fixed. Our local Northside Library also opened on July 13th.
Hurricane Hanna, the first hurricane of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season, made landfall Saturday, striking 2 areas of Texas. At its peak, it was almost strong enough to be a Category 2 hurricane, but now it has weakened into a tropical storm. The Orlando Sentinel reports that the hurricane will continue to bring significant rain to the region. Experts predicted that Hurricane Hanna will have brought 6 to 12 inches of rain to South Texas and nearby states in Mexico. There could be up to 18 inches of rain in some areas. Forecasters also predicted 2 to 4 inches of rain along the upper Texas and Louisiana coasts. The danger, in addition to the rainfall, is flash flooding that can occur. Wind gusts are also dangerous and can cause power outages. The full force of the hurricane could be seen from space, as viewed in this picture from astronaut Doug Hurley aboard the International Space Station. Last week, astronaut Chris Cassidy shared a picture of Hurricane Hanna forming and gaining energy. As people in Texas, Louisiana, and Mexico respond to this story, meteorologists are watching for another potential tropical system that could develop over the next few days, right behind Hanna across the Atlantic Ocean.
Last week, the Speaker of the Ohio House of Representatives and 4 others were accused of racketeering and conspiracy in what Cleveland.com describes as what may end up being the largest corruption case in state history. Federal prosecutors said Speaker Larry Householder and 4 other men created an organization called Generation Now and used it for Householder's political gain. So what exactly happened? According to the court documentaries and news reports, the power company First Energy contributed $60 million to Generation Now. Generation Now was an advocacy group that was supposed to help pass House Bill 6, legislation that would help save First Energy's nuclear power plants in northern Ohio. Without a taxpayer bailout, First Energy said it would have to close the plants. The legislation also increased how much Ohioans pay for electricity, and it rolled back many renewable energy standards that benefit the environment. When it became law, Ohio gave First Energy $1.5 billion to bail out 2 nuclear plants to keep them operating. So the $60 million First Energy donated to Generation Now was supposed to be used to advocate to pass the legislation and for educational purposes. But instead, Householder and the others allegedly funneled the money to give campaign contributors as bribes to other legislators who supported his effort to be elected Speaker. It's now up to grand jury to decide what happens to Speaker Householder and his alleged accomplices. Governor DeWine and many others have called for Householder to resign, but so far he hasn't. The governor also said he believes House Bill 6 should be repealed. While the policy, in my opinion, is good, the process by which it was created stinks. It's terrible. It's not acceptable, DeWine said. These are the questions we will be following. What other legislation did Householder pass by bringing members of the Ohio General Assembly? Who will be elected the next Speaker of the House, the third highest position in Ohio government, if Householder resigns? And what can be done about federal campaign finance laws, including the Citizens United U.S. Supreme Court decision that gives organizations like Generation Now the status to hide its donors? In the Householder case, FBI investigators say it is what allowed Householder and the other men to funnel the money without setting off alarms.
Today's word of the day is impel. It's spelled I-M-P-E-L. It means to drive forward on or by as if by exertion of strong moral pressure. It can be used in a sentence such as, I was impelled to protest after I saw the news. Now, impel may be confused with compel. Compel suggests an even stronger inner drive and urgency to act on moral reason, where impel is related to the word impulse, meaning a fast reaction. Compel is less reactionary and more of a powerful inner urge for action.
As you may remember, a month or so back, I reported on Asian giant hornets, which are more commonly referred to as murder hornets, due to their insanely painful and potentially fatal sting that can kill a human. Today, I have another story about an invasive flying insect called the spotted lanternfly. It was originally only living in China, India, Vietnam, and Eastern Asia, but was recently spotted in some places in the US. They were actually accidentally introduced in Korea in 2006 and have been considered a pest ever since. According to Wikipedia, in September of 2014, they were first seen in the US, and as of 2018, it is invasive in eastern Pennsylvania, southwestern New Jersey, northern Virginia, northern Delaware, and eastern Maryland. According to Cincinnati.com, they have been spotted along the border of Ohio, which was in eastern Pennsylvania. If you think you have found one, be sure to call the Ohio Department of Agriculture. Adults can be up to 1 inch long, and newly hatched flies are black beetles with small white spots. They are invasive, as I mentioned, and feed on many trees, including maple and black walnut trees, as well as grapevines. Their feeding damage could kill trees and damage the economy. They are also great hitchhikers and can easily move from one place to another, feeding and killing vegetation along the way. Be sure to contact someone if you see one of them.
Last Thursday, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine declared 8 more counties as red, while also taking 4 of the counties off of red alert, giving us a total of 23 red counties. And while there are still no purple counties, Allen is coming pretty close to reaching purple level. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about with all of these colored levels, there are 4 different levels of risk that a county can be at. There's level 1, or yellow level, in which there's an active spread, and you should follow current health orders. Next is level 2, or orange level, where you should be very cautious. Then there's level 3, or red level, where you should limit your activities as much as you can. Finally, there's level 4, or purple level, where you should only leave your house for necessities. So what qualifies these 8 new counties as red? Well, the lowest number of cases in any of these counties is 79 cases for every 10,000 people. So let's assume that the number of cases per 10,000 people for a county to be in the red is 75. And I just want to remind you to wear a mask.
Our temperatures were warmer than I predicted last week. So let's take a look at our temperatures today. We will see a low of 70 tonight, and we do have a strong chance of thunderstorm. Our humidity is at 69%, and our sunset will be at 8:53 tonight. The chance of thunderstorms increases tonight as we head into Tuesday morning. But I can't wait to tell you what's in store for this week. If you don't have plans to be outside, then you better make them. Tuesday looks like a beautiful day with a high of 84. And it looks like a beautiful week ahead as temperatures stay in the low 80s. And the next big chance of rain is not until Sunday. Last week I asked you to send me pictures of your perfect weather. And Amy Doran sent us pictures of the Happen Garden. And I'm Tulip, and this is your KMNH weather report.
We know money can't buy love or friendship, but it would mean the world to us if you became Happen's BFF. BFF, of course, stands for best friend forever, but here at Happen, it also means a little something else. Business, family, and friends. All you need to do to become a BFF supporter is make a small donation. Just go to happening.org and click on the donate link. We thank all past, present, and future BFF donors.
Thanks for tuning in to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen. KMNH is brought to you by Happen Inc. and is filmed in the Happen studio in Northside on the corner of Chase and Hamilton. I'm Omer. I hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast, and I hope that you will tune in again tomorrow for more Kids Making the News Happen.